I'm wondering if perhaps we should consider being a bit more subtle than we were last time. Because some of those scorpions did get... Well, one of them particularly got damaged quite a bit. It looks like they're all back up to full health now, apart from the one. I didn't really pay attention to how much kills they got in that last battle, actually. They've got a lot more archers and such. We've got the spears, right? We'll put a line of spears, use Shabti, and the archers and the carrots and stuff. We'll get them to all groups so they all travel at the same speed. We'll move forward to them. The spearmen are going to get destroyed. Destroyed by their archer fire. They might prioritise... I'll carry on my thoughts, but I just reconsidered it. The scorpions then I'll hide in these woods. I don't think the scorpions can hide in the woods. That's the main issue here. Oh, they can. Because I know monsters often can't. These guys don't have stalk, do they? I feel like they should. Oh, they can hide in the forest. Oh, that's actually... I forget that's how it works. They cause terror as well. I feel like... I know, let's move them around a bit. Get them coming properly on the flanks. They'll probably just be setting up in the middle, won't they? Oop. In 8th edition, they were adding in a lot of rules for magical terrain and stuff that would give buffs to nearby units. As far as I'm aware, there's no such thing as that in Total War, but if there was, you would imagine these would be one of those things. I feel like in the lore, these are something like no undead can cross this line. Right, these guys, we will... I mean, the AI seems to be better in Total War 2 at prioritising targets. The sticking the spearmen at the front might not particularly do anything, but we do need to block them. So we'll force them to go at the same speed, because otherwise these guys will vastly outrun them. I feel like we should move over here. Or should we do the opposite? Kind of force them to move over in this direction a bit. If we do it over here, they'll turn their backs to the scorpions. But it's not like the scorpions are going to be hidden for long. So let's just go for it. Right, everybody move forward. They're not going to come for me because they can outrange me with the bolt thrower. So I'm just going to have to move forward. It will probably confuse them and be like, oh, do we go here? Do we attack these? And we'll split their focus a bit. Right, so it looks like they are... I don't know, artillery can be a bit inaccurate. They are definitely resetting their formation, which is good, because while they're moving it means they can't shoot. It's a bunch of dead skeletons. No, not dead skeletons, just knocked back skeletons. I really like the other constructs. There's things I really focused on, but I think I really underestimated Scorpion. I think the model was terrible. It was really small, and I think that's why I've never had much love for the Scorpion. We're actually a lot closer than I thought. Oh, let's just move in. Nope, pants, wrong guy selected. These haven't turned to me. Oh, have they? Oh, let's charge. Gauge charge, shoot the bird, I guess. And these guys are all charging. Yeah, as I was expecting, remember my words, the spearmen are taking the brunt of the attacks. Oh, they're attacking the eagles attacking the necrotept. Let's get these guys to shoot at these. No, these ones who are... Yeah, these scorpions just chase them, that's fine, because they, my guys are rallying. Who's actually potentially... Oh, that would have been the... Oh, I've still got you, Mr. Scorpion, go off at that one. Did my... Oh, we should really try and get these into different groups now. Oh, I was going to say I'm taking loads of damage this time, but that's because of all the spearmen. Oh, that's annoying. You just stop eventually. Come on, let's It does bug me that they just kind of like, there's an enemy a few feet away from me. Where are you? Yeah, I mean there's a guy right in front of you. Can't you just like consider going and attacking him? You don't have to wait for my order every bloody time. Shoot at these guys. Yeah, I feel like this just like spent half my time just trying to telling people to attack somebody, even though there's somebody clearly there. I mean, telling people who are just sat around doing nothing to attack. I mean, especially in the bigger battles, it's one of the things I never understand. There's always this. I can understand from a multiplayer point of view, not pausing the game, but you obviously see other less players talk about it, and they get criticised if they pause, so people don't. But if the AI took a bit more initiative and they just sit around, I might be more inclined to do it. It's like just go after it. Oh, they are on guard mode, to be fair. Which I should learn to change that. Generally speaking, I've been wanting my skeleton archers and my spearmen to just hold the line, but now I've got some more aggressive units. I'm gonna want them, while I remember, to actually chase. Maybe that's part of it actually. I know it's still an issue anyway, but oh, you're not actually. But that one might be my fault actually sometimes. Okay, all the spearmen died, pretty much, all bar 3 of them. Which is good. I said I was probably going to delete it at some point, so we definitely took a lot more damage than we did last time. But let's have a look, see how many kills we got. I think this game has a different definition of Pyrrhic to me. When they're undead, there's no such thing. You just raise it back. Oh, I did lose a scorpion. Oh, I missed that. Oh, excuse me. Oh well. It probably is a good idea that we build those spearmen then. They were incredibly useful. Just as meat shields. I mean, they got the special rule making shield, so... Oh, I was going to say remaining, but you should all die because you're all in the settlement. So, oh, I expect it's finished by now. But I will defeat these two high elf factions. I did even title the stream as Game Revenge on the High Elves.
Victory,
and that really has been all we've done. We've taken all their settlements, but they've both still got an army wandering about.
You won't get a moment's peace.
The desert gods
Occupy.
bless me.
Oh.
The second book, a Liber Necrominca. Upon its pages, the invocation for undead animus. As more books are discovered, we traverse more than mere distance. We cross the boundary between the living and the dead.
It's been a while since I did that other cutscene. I think it was yesterday. But to me, I mean, the animations were exactly the same. I'm sure it was. I think the symbol might have been different, and I think the voiceover might be slightly different. I don't know. I can't remember what it said before, because I'm not sure if the statements are generic enough to apply to each of the books. Because I feel like that kind of, I don't know, they apply to this one. Order finally returned to Nehekara, but it was many years until the kingdom prospered again under the rule of King Alcadizar. Mortuary cult was held under close scrutiny. Its researches severely curtailed lest there be a repetition of Nagash's horrors. Many years passed in peace until Nagash seemed but a dark and distant memory. That's funny, it's almost like it's a passage from the book, but seeing as these books are written by Nagash, it's a bit odd for him to reverse himself in the third person. But anyway, this 5th book, if I'd never got it, and every time I played, I haven't got that many books yet, even in my other playthrough. I got a couple, but not this one. But this is the one I think stood out to me as being, I don't know about the best, but definitely one that speaks out to me, because it's an extra 10 Tomb Guard, extra chariots aren't that difficult to get, so, but and the extra army capacity, which at this stage I don't feel like we need extra armies particularly. Well, we do. I mean, it's no harm in having an extra armies, but oh, that was interesting. This didn't pop the last time we picked up a book. Collect any of the 9 books in Nagash with this. I wonder if it expected you to get one of the ones that was nearer you, either this one or that one, so it wasn't set to trigger. Huh, interesting. So a good amount of money there. Do we not get another mission popped? Oh, I thought there might be, maybe next turn. We still haven't crafted any item and such. We might want to consider doing that. Oh, we want to raid this region, don't we? We've got a mission for that. We're heading over in that direction soon.
Liberus shall rise again.
No, not that soon. Where's the crossing? It's over here, isn't it? Why does it take you so long? Hey, just going the long way around, isn't it? Let's move up a little bit. I can't see any orcs. Orcs aren't really one to ambush, so I'm gonna march. It's about time we got these.
The craftsman's on me.
Right, you're on
Absurd.
land now. Yeah, go and attack the Chamber of Visions. I dare you. We've got a bit of Tomb Guard, some Tomb Guard and Archers, Ushabti.
Unlikely.
Should And plus you're taking attrition, we should
Attend your king.
be able to beat you easy enough. So
Chart course.
I'll keep this guy kind of in the area. Oh, nice. That's a nice bit of money. I know there was a skull up there. Right, well, no, we don't need this guy down here.
Done.
I'm going to move this army up here.
Now we go.
This army's going to be annoying because it's going to easily take any one of these settlements nearby.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like it's going to be annoying either way. Did we get any buildings here? Oh, nice. Nice getting one of those. Well, there's some free money. I don't think we're necessarily that big of a deal, but
Submit to your king.
3 buildings aren't bad. Oh, we can build a whole bunch of Tomb Guard now. Oh, that's what. And we could build another, recruit another army, can't we? We should probably wait though. Yeah, that's my explorer guy. I think we'll bring him back the next time we have an army. Oh, we've got Setep of the 5th dynasty back. We should put him in this army because he was supposed to be here anyway. Although, I did give this guy a bunch of skills based on the idea he was going to be more for recruitment. But you know what? We will bring. I don't suppose it matters where we bring him back. Can we raise him here? Oh, but he's only going to be no. I thought he was going to be in level 5. That's the wrong one. We'll bring him back here, and then we'll transfer all the troops over, and then we'll send that other lord back to start recruiting up more guys, because he can recruit an extra one.
Nekara rises from the sands.
Yeah, we'll keep him. Any bonuses, any kind of passive bonuses he can give. No, not really. +1 uni experience for recruits. It's probably worth. It's probably the only one worth getting. If we're on the assumption that we're not going to use him for proper fighting, he's just a placeholder lord, effectively. Nothing. That's just there's no income from local settlement. Ambush. I guess we need to get what 4. So we might as well go for whatever. I don't know. I don't really care either, I guess.
Land of the dead.
Oh, we might want to consider. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to consider deleting this building actually, just because we're gonna need the public order building there.
Petra calls.
Okay, we've got a lot of money now. This is where I really need an event to pop. That's it's like the one we had before, which was minus 30% of construction costs. We should build that up. I think. Because that should be then the two that we want in Khalida's army. I think at some point Khalida's going to have to spend a few turns and do some global recruitment. I'm trying to avoid that, but I just feel like we're not going to get these other armies up there.
Find my harem.
I feel like it's going to be a long time. Ideally, I'd like to get all my armies together and just rearrange the units, but we've just got too much going on. Too many places we need to... Too many battles to fight. Let's build that. My assumption still is... That's... No, it's not causing a negative. I figured out it's just because it's -1 per settlement, isn't it? In which case we'll wait a second and just see. We haven't got any research going. Well, while we got a bit of an abundance of money, let's get this other character. 3,000 a turn's great. We're gonna... It has... It seemed like it was stagnating for a while. It's gone up quite nicely. Yeah, we're going to want to build these up.
Watches.
Who's the Necrotech? I think it's this Necrotech. He gives a bonus for...
My dynasty reigns supreme.
I might wait a turn then, because he...
Arise, legions.
Let me just double check this one. Yeah, he's got the Master Builder, which is minus 10% for all buildings in the local province. So he'll move back this. I might even move him out of this army, and he'll stick around here because I still, even though we've had this setback, I still want to build this area up to be my primary recruitment area, particularly for new armies and such. And I think Oxal was the one we wanted to build up. You've got plenty of population now. I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'll save up. I want to build that next turn. How's your population surplus? It's good. Public order, should I say. I can move away to the asset construction cost. So then next turn we'll upgrade that. We need a second settlement. It's going to be up to rank 5 because we can only build... Well, once we build... I think we want to build a citadel here as well. So we're going to want to have the other construct, the tier 5 buildings. Plus the cavalry building. We still haven't really built one of those anywhere useful. And we still haven't bothered building up a capital mass 2. Which still kind of amuses me, but it's, I keep just thinking it's not our real capital. Oh, there's a skull down here. Maybe I'll get this guy to pick up some of these. Really need to race north though. So maybe not. Let's give it a go.
A loyal
Feels
servant.
good. Oh, which one do I want? I've no idea. I don't know what I'm doing with this guy. I've been speccing him up a bit to be a bit more combat, but he's generally been my scout, hasn't he? He's not a specialist. He was in Khalida's army, but that was only a temporary thing. I don't think he's probably not going to end up on a chariot. I might keep him around Khalida, and he might end up being... I work on the assumption he's probably going to end up being like basically her bodyguard, because he gives a buff, the Tomb Princes, to It's like 44% to your other lords nearby, so 22. It's only 22 physical resistance. 44 would be ridiculous. But that's a lot, just to have them nearby. And if Khalida's going to sit at the back, I don't know if these things stack if you've got 2 characters nearby. Let's go with this one. Being more support. If he could get up into a War Sphinx, I probably would. I'm still annoys me that he didn't do that. Just bugs me. I mean, it's not annoyed is a strong word. It's just, I feel like if Scar veterans can ride Carnosaurs, and they could in the army book, but it's because their army book was more recent than the other one, than the Tomb Kings one. I'm sure that's the only reason. If they ever got around to redoing the Tomb King book instead of just scrapping them, they probably would have allowed them on the War Sphinxes, if only to sell the models. So I feel like they should have made the executive decision and allowed Tomb Princes to have War Sphinxes.
Little island. Voyage!
Or even giving them the serpents, the things that the whatchamacallem ride. Like Khalida can get that. It'd be cool just to give them a bit more interesting options, even add some variety, because skeleton horse ain't that interesting. Right, we're gonna save our money. It's like I think about something like the vampires. Oh, you can't get them on dragons, but you get like a flying Pegasus, which is more useful, more interesting. Oh, are you just gonna sit there? Did they add the other hero into their army, I wonder? So is it now 4 heroes? Well, 3 heroes and a lord. I mean, it's like, eventually they will just die to attrition, surely. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I say brilliant. Maybe I can ambush them. Just hide in those woods and ambush them. I mean, they're coming. It looks like they're coming for me anyway. I think the AI is kind of programmed to do that instead of just wandering around. Oh yeah, I've got walls there, haven't I? It just don't seem to have really done anything. They haven't lost their war target, have they? I might change the targets to the over there. That jumped up quite a lot. Did I just complete a mission or something? Raiden. Got an extra necrotech. Oh, capture 800. That's a lot to capture. I don't know how many you capture per turn, per battle. It's a relatively small proportion of. Might. Oh, I destroyed a building, didn't I? That's where the money came from. Which is a good reminder that I need to build that. And I think over here actually I need to. Yeah, I need to build that up as well. I mean, I was thinking I could wait, but it's not going to get any better. And if I can upgrade that, I can switch it from the public order stance to something else. But while you're here,
Me in power.
have they changed these? I'm not getting any options anymore. Which I don't mind. I'm happy to have the money and the experience. Feels like I'm just getting experience though. Part of me wonders if they did change that in the patch. I don't remember seeing anything in the patch notes about it, but well, I'm guessing we decided to go down this road. Guessing. like memory like a sieve. Remember what we were doing with everybody. Chariots. I should just name it Chariot Lord. There's got to be a better way of phrasing that. I'm sure there's probably a more fitting title.
No.
Yep, you did put the other lord in there, hero. Don't know why you're not getting attritioned, but you should do.
Never.
So you're probably gonna. That's probably why you didn't attack last turn. Oop. Is that? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, I'm wanting to look at the garrison, aren't I? Tomb guard, archers.
Impossible.
Yeah. I mean, these are all low level, aren't they? Oh, he's level 8. Mage. Could be an issue. We'll see. Ah, okay. I'm not going until these are all dead. And now it's 12:30, okay.
Unliving curse.
Right, if I go here, it's going to be an 80%. Plenty of movement left. And I'm assuming these guys... I don't know what they're programmed to do. I feel like they're programmed to attack the nearest settlement when they've got no territory left. To either die or get a new home base. So... he knew I was there last turn, so he had the opportunity to run away.
Servants.
Right, let's
Never tire.
march these up this way.
To greatness.
I know these need to go north. They probably do. Hopefully, if these come and attack me in between turns, I can kill them. These two armies meet up, exchange some units around, and then...
Attend your king, slaves.
and then we'll be in a good position. Start building that. Might as well build some spearmen.
My glory.
'Cause yeah, we can always delete them. We should be getting a 10% now in this
Beloved
region.
of Asaph.
Yeah, we can only get one of these. It's not going to do anything at the moment. It's going to take us ages before we can actually build one of those buildings. It's going to be ages before we can grow that to rank 5, and then building those buildings takes a good few turns. So I don't think I'm going to bother getting that skill just yet. Another 5 turns. I mean, you're looking, best case scenario, you're looking at about 20 turns. Unless we manage to capture... no, it is. Even if we capture a level 5 settlement, it's going to knock it down 1 peg. So it's going to be ages before we can actually take advantage of that skill. So with that in mind, I bet you I'm gonna get to a point when it's like, oh, I can use
To
it
be
now.
trusted.
Yeah, we may as well wait. And we will continue making him a bit of a specialist. He's going to leave the army now.
Onward.
He'll probably start harassing odd armies that we find. Right, let's what we should do actually, see, we can recruit a couple of heroes. It's only level 3 over here. Tough, strong, trustworthy. Okay, we'll get the trustworthy one down here. Oh, we can build 2 necrotechs, I think. That's because the right one was taking up a slot. So let's build them here because we'll get an extra extra rank. Let's build the... yeah, because he'll be a specialist.
I serve
And
king and patriarch.
we'll send him to start assaulting units in these Lizman army.
We move when I'm ready.
Right, who else can we recruit? Should have a spare Lish priest? What lord do we want? Probably a Nehekaran one, I think. Don't know which armies it's going in. We've got one of each of the other ones, and I don't think I'm giving the Nehekaran one. But let's just have a look, see if there's any... The Wise is nice. Kind of. None of these other ones really stand out. Let's miscast as right. Unit experience. I mean, we've already got one like that, but he's going to be going to the front. Poison and ambush, go on. And we'll pop him into one of these armies. Only one of these two armies has a mage, so we can pop him in as I go past. I tend to always go for this one first and try and get it upgraded, just because I think it's the cheapest spell once upgraded, and I can get the actually hang on. What does that upgrade to? Oh, it only makes it level 5. That's not bad actually, we'll do that. No, we won't. Because we'll want to race through this. I always like to race through to Arcane Conduit and then come back and fill in the gaps. I guess there's... yeah, fine. We'll carry on doing our usual strat. Because then we could get like a spur that only costs 4, and we could just kind of keep spamming that one to get us some healing. We've got a good amount of jars. We might want to see if we can do something with them. We don't... We've unlocked all the special lords we can at the moment, and we've unlocked all the heroes, so we may consider a special unit. Oh, we haven't got any iron. Or we're definitely going to save up till 300 then, because we're either going to get a special unit, we might as well get one of the better ones. We haven't got any iron. We haven't got any of those bits. We're missing quite a few. Spices, we're going to be getting them. Okay, but we'll just save up for now. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how close we are to some of these other... It's supposed to send me to the nearest one, but I'm pretty sure it's still bugged. God, it's possible. Oh, there's iron over there. To be fair, if these guys take it, then I get access to it too, because we trade them. So that's fine. I don't need to get it myself. I was going to say, for a minute then, I was thinking, oh, maybe there is no iron in Lustra, and that's why they use gold and obsidian for all their weapons. Let's build that one then, because that's on our to buy list. Where else? Mud Isles. Clay pots. I mean, is it worth all getting, if only for the trade as well? Who else? Who else? Have you... I mean, you haven't got pastures, but Oxel, oh, no. So I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, you've built that there. Sentinels of Time, don't think has anything. We do want to upgrade Oxel though, this time. That's come into effect now, hasn't it? Yep. So let's build that up. I don't think there was particularly any resources here we lost. We should have all the resources in this settlement, I would have thought. So it's going to be clay and... So what else were we missing? So it's just that iron, which... Maybe they'll get next turn. It's these things, the... Carved obsidian. Now I would have thought this would be... Carved obsidian, let's have a look. There's not any of that in Lustre. Oh, diamonds, I need diamonds. Brilliant, I'm looking for... Okay, so the obsidian, which is over here. Nice, okay. So we're not all that far away from getting all the resources we need for various bits. I don't know what the cap is on this actually. There was a thing in the note about, in a patch note about there being a cap. Okay, so we've got the 2 books. We can build an extra lord, can't we? We were gonna wait. No, we already did. I was thinking, should we... But we'll have another lord soon. Okay, as far as research, let's carry on building this one. We'll speed up our recruiting immeasurably. Not immeasurably. Sounds like it can't be measured. That's not the word I meant. Alright, lord not moved. Ah, Khalida. I forgot I had to move you. Let's get you. Let's start finally taking these orc settlements. I haven't fought against the orcs. I know it's late. I want to end the stream relatively soon. I feel like this is a little unfair. I don't feel like it's... Maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be that much one-sided, but...
Kill for Asa!
I haven't fought against him in a long time, at least. I'm trying to remember. We must have had a battle. I think we did have a battle, actually. There was a big one yesterday. It was like a garrison. They had a stag. Did they have their war army there as well? But we didn't quite have our 2 full armies. One of them was in range, but we had a full army from Itza as well. This same map again. I know you map makers, if anybody of you are out there, because I know you get these map packs, and maybe this is how it's coded in, but like I tend to find that all the ones I've seen in the mods are just for the settlements, and I have issues with that because I feel like the AI disadvantages the AI, a lot of them. A lot of them are designed to look good rather than be good gameplay, or to be good gameplay if you're playing multiplayer. But you don't see ones that are just like more maps, more... Because I seem to constantly be fighting on this map. I mean, I feel like each region, each province should have at least one unique map. That's an ideal word. I mean, that's a lot. No. Let's gamble. Go on, I'm a gambling man.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
Oh, we've got loads of Temple Guard now. We are going to be wanting to probably replace some of these though. We probably only want this many tops, I think, in this army in the long term. Once we start adding in, I'm not going to want to delete any of these archers. I'm going to, if anything, I only wanted 6 archers. in this army in the long term. It just like early on, it was like, well, I might as well have them in there. We didn't have any other better options really. But I don't want to delete them now, so I'll have to make sure they get transferred to another army at some point. 1, 2, yeah. So we'll probably want to replace with 2 catapults, but I mean, if we went with this, this only really effectively gives us 3 spare slots. Assuming we got rid of 2 of these and replace them with catapults. So let's get you protecting flank. We have got cavalry here. Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, I mean, her theme is a bit more to have the snakes. It depends on the theme actually. If sorry, I just realised I almost forgot to move my wizard. Oh wow, that army looks massive. They're just spread out wide, aren't they? Or the knights, isn't it? I think since we've reached a skill bonus gives us some benefits to that. So maybe we should go down that road. Maybe throw in a necrosphinx in there just for fun. Oh, I totally need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. Right. Ah, these woods are a pain in the arse. They're obviously going to flank me. They're a perfect target for a net. I mean, this is what I should do. I should net them and then shoot them loads. Oh, they're just charging straight in. Well, if they're going to do that, then that's fine by me. Are these guys just hiding a bit now? They are, man. Okay, let's get you guys in there. I'll tell you what, this way. Might as well get the arcane conduit. Tell you what I'll do. At the moment they appear, I'm gonna net them, but it does take a moment. Oh, did that just lock onto something? It feels like it did. No, I think that's my imagination. Oh, these are evaporating quite nicely. Let's shoot you at the arrow boys. That's meant to be quite good against. Yeah, multiple units. It's an infantry type thing. Where have these bull boys gone? They're gonna just turn up, aren't they? And I'm not gonna see them. Keeping an eye. There's smoke there. Is there a reason? Is that indicative of anything? Here we go. Let's not quite in range. You're not gonna. I've just played that. Kind of. Let's get you guys to all shoot at these while they can't move. Oh, in fact, let's get the majority of my guys to shoot this way. It looks like most of these guys are running away properly. There was a... Let's get you facing the front again now. We'll get you these guys around the back. These guys can turn as well. And let's get Khalida to get in there. And she can use her exploding skills. In fact, there's a lot going on. I kind of keep forgetting to use my magic. Let's get our banishment in there. Amazing. I think one of the reasons I forget, because it's almost designed as a bit of a one-trick pony. It's largely, it's the net is the reason I've got him, so you can pin people in place, I can shoot with the archers. And, I mean, I sometimes might use that if they've got some big monsters. And the time warp, yeah, sure. I'll use these ones once again to combat, but more and more I'm finding they are getting to combat, but it's not like prolonged fights. So I not often find myself getting to the point where I feel like I need to take the balance. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm underusing him. But at the same time, I suppose, I don't feel like I've had many situations where I've needed to use him. I guess he's there to tip the balance when I'm struggling, you know, I guess. The net's great. It really fits the theme of the army. It's really useful from an army point of view. I mean, it's not like a Nehekaran one's going to be any better in this army, because the whole benefit to that is getting loads of health back. I'm not finding, because I'm shooting, I can keep guys at range a bit more now. And with the Tomb Guard here, I'm not expecting to take so many losses. Well, not really, anyway. Because their defense is much higher than a normal spearman. I'm assuming. I haven't actually looked at the stats, but you would think they would be. And they could kick the damage back. Yeah, I think I will with her. Ideally, I need to do it in a region where I've got some local recruitment.
The goddess of vengeance appears!
But yeah, I think I will get all the halberds into her army. Banner of Eternal Flame. Oh! I want to say they've changed that. Or at least from Warhammer 1 to Warhammer 2. Because I'm sure it was always just fire damage, but 6% weapon damage as well. Let's stick that on you guys, I think. I can't, it's not telling me. I think they've probably got the highest weapon damage or benefit the most. Nice kills from a lot of my guys. They've just... You need to find out, I don't know if anybody else knows, because those have definitely changed, haven't they, between the previous screen. Was that previous screen wrong, or is this just like artificially assuming you've run down some people? Which we know we wouldn't have done, because they wouldn't have had the speed to catch up with anybody. Right. Anyway. Occupy. I mean, my Tomb Guard have got pretty good weapon strength. Oh, oh, weapon strength. No, I'm looking at the wrong stat. Oh no, they do. They have much higher weapon strength than the halberds. I would have thought. I would have thought the oh, we get the halberds get the anti-armor stuff and anti-large, so that's how it balances out. Weapon damage 12 and then 26. Oh, and you get bonus 19. Oh. Okay, yeah, fine. I see. I think I understand how that works. Okay, we did decide to go down here. Oh shit, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Doesn't matter. It's not a huge amount of money in canopic jars. It just seemed like, oh, we might as well.
Smiles on us.
I didn't want to wait a turn. No, thinking about it, it's fine.
The asp.
Now, once this is done, that's when I get my Tomb Guard in. Because it will only take one turn to recruit them, Plus I'll be able to recruit up to 6, or as many as I want. Yes. So once that ticks over, that's when I will respec this army. Maybe by that point we'll have some
A
other
true warrior
skills as
of
well.
Liberas.
Like some other units that we'll consider. What does a lighter battle do? Unbreakable. Fast protection. Added area effects. I keep thinking I need to do this because the amount of times I tried to go for it. I'll go for that as well at some point, but let's do this one first. Because then it effectively gives him a range attack. Which, once again, is kind of... I mean, it's probably not going to be as good, but adding the armor piercing is going to be good against some monsters and such. Here we're not
Order
moving.
demands it.
Let's get you to run up here, and you can basically forward scout and see if you find any orc armies. Other hero not move.
Prince moves!
I guess we've got a hero over here as well.
Son of Nehikara!
Um,
This way!
yeah, I knew there was a couple of buildings somewhere. I'm assuming there's a settlement over here.
We move when I'm
I
ready!
think there is. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like there's a different region there. Right, are you? You do have an order. I shouldn't call it order, because we're allies. War coordination target. Be interested to see if you go take that next turn, but let's try and change it to these guys. Let's clear. Do I have to clear it first before? Hopefully you'll come down here. Oh, you are recruiting though. I don't know if you give different armies different war coordinations. No, I don't think so. That would be a bit too much. You basically just ask them, like, can you do me a favour? They don't always prioritise it, which, yeah, is understandable. I'm not sure if I would. It's like, yeah, I'll get round to it if I can. If my goals line up with their goals, that's a bit different. Saving money, I think. Yep, end turn.